What a day yesterday. The auction closed last night at 6 p.m. as planned, and this morning I'm just so grateful and really overwhelmed at the response from the auction. I had my laptop there with me at around 5 because I was anxious there were going to be people that had questions, last minute things they needed to know. And that in fact did happen, so I was kind of busy. And then after, what happened was after the auction closed, there were 10 fleeces that didn't find new homes. So I spent time recoding those so that you could see them and bid on them so that they weren't part of the auction. So now there's 4, oh, no, there's 3. 3 fleeces left up on the auction. Mira just sold out, so I'm gonna go in and recode her quickly. Do that so that she'll show up as not being available, so that when you filter on this available, the sold out doesn't come up anymore, because I feel like that's kind of frustrating. You're trying to filter for something. So I have to do that now, and I'll just keep an eye on the other 3. So the 3 that are left, Audi's fleece, it's a really big ticket because it's an enormous black fleece, so you really have to like black. What I might do with her, if she doesn't find a new home, I might break it up into 1-ounce packets, because that's also a really popular form for people that want to just try raw soft Shetland wool. So eventually it'll find a place. Or I might spin it up. That's going to be a lot of yarn. And then Dear Sweet Fanny, her fleece is still there, and Tatiana, so the 2 fawns. Fawns are always the ones that go, they kind of lag. But anyway, so I'm just really so happy, so pleased. This huge sense of relief. Once they're shipped out, that'll be... And then I'm going to have to start getting ready for my summer garage sale and my family get-together we're going to have here in July. So this morning what I need to do, I just have to kind of go through everything, recode that listing, print out all the packing slips. So I use Shopify for my business, and so I go into the back, into the admin, and I print out the packing slips. I'm going to be making these data sheets, so every raw fleece that leaves here as a sale gets a full data sheet with the name of the farm, and I'm imagining you put this in the bag with it, so you're probably not going to jump on it and work on it right away. So this is when it goes into your stash. It's laminated so it doesn't degrade. So let's just say, you know, it's been there for a couple years. If it's just a sheet of paper, it gets all kind of brown and gross. So I laminate them for you. Name of the farm. Here's the contact information of the farm so that if you have any questions or whatever, it's easy for you to get to us. So I have the website so you can chat me. You can do email or phone. They're all fine, whatever. Picture of the sheep. I like to put a picture of the staple so that you can see the character, the crimped print, etc. It's like first thing in the morning here, so I haven't had my coffee yet. But I wanted to get some of this information out for you. Then I describe the micron information, what each number means. And you may or may not be interested in that, but I figured I would give you as much, and you can always Google it, right? But I figured I'd put it there. And then what the value is for that ewe. What the weight of the fleece is, what I recorded as the staple length, the age of the ewe, her color in the Shetland vernacular, so it could be Morit or gray, black, white, or fawn. They're all used, but I put that on there because I know sometimes you'll buy ram fleeces from other farms. So I just want to make sure you know this is a ewe fleece. The year the fleece was sourced. Again, for those of you that are, you know, stashing fleeces to marinate and staging them for certain projects. And then the price that you paid so that you have that also. And then you can, you know, compare. Many of you are buying fleeces every year. So this also is a way for you to kind of keep track year over year of fleeces that you've enjoyed from our lovely flock. So I'm going to make up those today. I have a friend coming out tomorrow to help me pack all the fleeces. I can't even tell you how many orders I have, how many people actually purchased. I don't have that information up here, but I will get those numbers. I can say that there were 53 fleeces 38 were roo'd, 15 were sheared this year, which was different. Last year I had more sheared fleeces. I think I was having health problems last year, which they turned out to be nothing, so everything's great. Everything's fine. But that was I think a big piece of the puzzle this year for why we did so well. Because we did definitely broke sales records from last year. So thank you. On fleeces. So I'm going to work on those data sheets. I've got the friend coming out tomorrow to help me pack, and the problem I have that I'm trying to solve today is I'm down here in the Wool Cape. This, by the way, is my new place where I work. It's a tall desk, so I can stand if my back starts to get out of line. So my shipping and everything, the shipping station is down here, and that's where I do all my shipping, all my label printer, my laptop that I do my processing on, all my inserts, my tape, cutters, box cutters. Many boxes are down here, but the majority of the empty boxes that I've been hoarding are up in my garage, which is my least favorite place to work. All the fleeces are nicely stacked on a shelf in the barn. So I've got 3 spots plus this area, but this doesn't really come into play when it's shipping time. So I gotta figure out what I want to do. I'm gonna have to move 2 workstations to 1, and it's probably gonna end up being the garage. And that, I don't know, I hate filming in there. And I'm gonna film, I wanted to film the packing so you guys can see what goes into getting these fleeces out now that all the fun part's over. So I'm gonna have to figure that out today and maybe get that set up so that when my friend gets here, we can just get to work, packing, labeling, finding the right box. So one of the things, I don't know if I've mentioned this recently, so I have a store, I sell Magic Craft, and I'm shipping every day now, pretty much. Thank you very much to all you that are supporting us so nicely. And I don't buy packaging, so everything that I use is repurposed. I'm reusing. So I have friends that give me their old boxes and Amazon envelopes, plastic bags I keep. I save tape, so like if I pull tape off of something and it still has tack to it, I'll reuse that. Any little hard boxes, so sometimes if I ship out a spring or a hook, I'll put them in a hard container and then I can put them in an envelope. So if you've ordered stuff for me and you're wondering, is she using garbage to pack these orders? I hold on to things and reuse them. So I just feel really good about the fact that I do that. So I've been sort of stockpiling and hoarding fleece-sized boxes here for the past month. So they're all upstairs in messy stacks waiting for today and tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. So I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get my stats, print out all the packing slips so I can tell you how many orders came through yesterday for the 53 fleeces. And also there were some orders where there was, people ordered flick cards or combs to go with the fleeces. So that's another whole area of the house, but that's okay. That'll be easy to collect and just put in a box and bring up to wherever we decide to centrally locate. I just feel like it's a new day now that the fleece auction is over. But yeah, so I'm gonna go out, let the girls out of the barn. They're on one of the up close pastures today, and then they're gonna go out on the big one. But I just wanted to come in and pay them a visit, let you see them so we can express our gratitude for what they did this year. Good morning! Good morning! Are you so beautiful? They've been inside. I left them inside all day yesterday because it just rained the whole day. So they got hay. And the rain was coming in through this south door. I don't really like to get water pooling on the floor. And so I closed it up. This is my morning greeter, Minnie. Hello, Minnie. Nice to see you. I'm gonna get attacked when I come in. Can I come in, please? She's. You can let me in? There we go. There's little bruiser man. You better stop fighting with everybody. It's time for a new day. Yes, it is time for a new day. Yes. Love how excited they get when they first go out there. Always check just to make sure nobody's down, struggling. Looks pretty good though. A lot of wasted hay from yesterday. And they did drink water. Normally on pasture they don't drink water. But when they're on the hay they do, so I'm gonna have to come back out and refill these. Yeah, that one has to get cleaned out. So I finished taking care of the sheep, and I'm actually tending to my neighbor's chickens this week. So got that done, collected a couple eggs. And now I'm going to start working on the fleece. I call them data sheets. So I did have to go while you guys were scurrying around auctioning yesterday. I went up to the office store. So I got an enormous pack of laminating pouches because I'm almost out of those. So I got that. I already had color ink, so I bought a black ink for the printer just in case, 'cause it's kind of running low. And then I also just bought myself a little present. I love office supplies, so I got myself a little post-it note box and some pretty rainbow colored post-it notes. This is a little something for me. All right, so now I'm going to work on getting the data sheets printed up. I do want to show you though, my helper, she's also going to be helping me with making the video right here that we're doing here. We're going to video me packing up everything. But she's always wanted me to do a map where you can see all the locations where all the fleeces went. So I just figured out how to do that on Google Maps here on my laptop. And created a little graphic with the US map where the fleeces all went geographically, and then how many fleeces went. And there's multiple locations, kind of. Not really, no, each one of these I guess is an individual. 15, 28, yeah. Because there was 28 people that ended up getting fleeces, both auction and also just regular standard listings. So I'm going to get working on that. And that should take me right through to the rest of the afternoon. So it's just really fun. I love to do this because I love to go through all the information and the data. And fortunately, the way I set this up, every fleece has its own folder on my computer. So it's really easy for me to just copy and paste everything over. So I'm going to get to work on that now. So working through the data sheets, I'm probably more than halfway through them all. These are printed up, still need to get laminated, but I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And even though this is really tedious, like click, click, bringing a picture over or whatever, I'm enjoying it so much because it's a nice opportunity to just sort of settle in and, you know, appreciate every you, take the time. And as I get all the data and I look at the locks, the photos, it was really very cathartic for me. And it's like a nice, like winding down, I guess, as I'm contemplating and thinking about each one. And I must look crazy because I'm literally like smiling as I'm looking at the pictures and editing them and stuff. So I'm just overwhelmed with the blessings that are showered on my life. Look at little Layton. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. Her little white face. Yeah, so I'm in my happy place right now. So I'm done laminating the data sheets. It's 6 p.m. so I've been working at this all day. Did not get any shipping done. I do have a couple things I have to pack up tonight before the fleece stuff starts. There's some like a wheel and a couple other accessory orders that I want to get packed up and shipped. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break. I've got to take care of the animals again tonight, take care of the chickens across the road, and then tonight I'm just gonna do some shipping, and then I got to figure out tomorrow how I'm gonna get everything organized for the big packing bonanza. All right, so I'm signing off for today. See you in the morning. All right, so we're set up here with the station. I got a clean hand helper that is going to be doing the computer work, and then I am doing the kind of the grosser fleece packing and stuff like that. So I got the laptop, we got the label printer, business cards, my YouTube flyer that I insert in every order, all of these lovely laminated cards that go with each fleece. They're in alphabetical order. So as we pull an order, they're going to go with that. Then I printed out all the packing slips. So here's all the orders. So those will be helping us figure out who gets what. And I also printed out, I got 3 pages of all the orders that we got for the fleeces, as well as some of the Magic Craft stuff. Got my scale, my tape measure so I can measure the box dimensions when we make the labels, and our very fun map, which shows us where all the orders came from and how many each location ordered. So 2 orders of 6, 1 order of 4 fleeces, 1 order of 3 fleeces, 7 orders of 2 fleeces, and 15 orders of 1 fleece. And you can see pretty highly concentrated on the East Coast, but we did get somebody out of San Diego and somebody up here in the Northwest, Florida. So thank you, everybody. All right, so we are going to get started. We're going to start with the 2 orders of 6 fleeces because I scheduled a UPS pickup, and I don't know, you could come anytime. So we need to get those packed and labeled and ready to go because they are most definitely going to be a UPS because they're heavier, bigger boxes. What boxes are we using? Well, I've been hoarding boxes for the past month or so of bigger sizes, as well as I like to use flat boxes for fleeces because I can't really use small flat boxes like this one, for example. There's not much Magic Craft that fits in these, but they're perfect for a fleece. And then I've got my shop vac with my sock installed so that I can suck the air out of the fleece to get it to fit into the box, and we'll show you that when we get to that point. So I've kind of cleaned up this space. I got rid of all the grid wall and the horses. This I need to sweep up and put in the garden. That pile of wool is also for mulch. It's right here. Garbage, I gotta take that out. The stack of fleeces there, and this whole shelf of fleeces are ones that were sold in the auction. And stuff over here are ones I'm going to make into 1-ounce packets because that's kind of a popular way for people to get a start on processing their own soft Shetland raw fleeces. All right, so let's pull the first order. Tennessee.
start with the spina.
The spina. Here she is.
Okay. Then Lucretia. Next Elizabeth.
That's your Elizabeth.
Our bottom. On
See
the
it?
bottom left, is that
Yep,
Elizabeth?
yep.
You want to put those in before you grab any more?
Yeah.
We are using the wagon. This is our method of transport, the same one that we loaded all the fleeces into on shearing day. All right, we got Elizabeth, so next is Belinda.
Oh, she got a lot of really nice ones. Oh, maybe she's over in this.
I forgot what colour she even is.
She's brown with white spots. So this could be her, the one on the very bottom.
Cunning use of the tree ornament as fleece hanger when the shelf is full to overflow.
It's actually a mitten tree for like displaying mittens. So
Ah.
it's great for holding my fleece bag. All right, I got
We've got
Belinda.
Belinda. Next up is Oldie, and then Barbarina is the final.
Here's another really nice one. All right, do you have any?
Did you get his Oldie as well?
I did.
Barbarina, okay.
How about the order for 4?
All right, let me find that.
Let's pull that one too. All right, let's do that one.
Okay. So Mrs. Hughes.
So we got Mrs. Hughes. She's a dark gray. Okay. Next.
Oscar and Electra.
Electra, I just saw her. And she is. And Tosca. She's a really big white one. Tosca is the one that was biting me.
Oh.
What are you guys all doing here?
They're wondering what we're doing. What we're doing is fleece selection round 1. We have orders for Florida, Illinois and Tennessee. Let me just show you how full the shelf is after pulling those 3. There are a few gaps on the shelf. There's a few taken off the mitten tree. Gotta go get them boxed up for UPS. Oh, I thought I was going to get you messing up the reverse.
All right. Oh.
Rolling.
Okay. So now we got the order for 6. So let me see the. So who are we? Yeah, that one lady asked me to hold on to him for a little bit. Okay. We got Victoria. All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna find all the cards for the
Okay.
sheep that she's got fleeces for. I'm gonna find her packing stuff and write a nice little note on it.
Okay, we're going to prep for box 1. Back soon.
So this is 6 fleeces and it's 12 pounds of fiber. So this is going UPS. UPS is the option that's less expensive when you have a bigger size box. So
Where in the country is that one
this
going?
one is going to Nashville, Tennessee. Right there.
Yay!
And I've got a UPS pickup scheduled. Watch your feet, the ledge there. So I pay for UPS to pick up. The post office picks up for no charge, but UPS I have to schedule it and then pay for it. So
What have you already got here?
any of the orders that I ship today that are bigger size, they're going to go in this pile, and this is the pile that's going to go and get picked up by the post office.
Okay. Someone buying a spinning wheel today?
This is a Susie Pro spinning wheel, yes.
How exciting.
And I have this plastic bin here, so like if the weather's not fine, because here in Western New York we get wind and rain and snow and sleet.
That's the
So
packages box.
I can put them in there and they
All right.
look in there.
Next.
Next, please. Oh, let's do a fun fact, shall we?
Oh, Jen,
time for-
give us a fun fact.
So, fun fact, for the fleeces that I put in the auction, which was 53 fleeces, The highest number was gray at 19 fleeces. Then I had 12 fawn fleeces, 8 moret, 8 white, and 7 black. So those would be the colors. So we have a lot of gray still. We're still
because
kind of
Jon
out of balance.
Snow was the daddy
Yeah.
of plenty of them.
All right, so that's our first fun fact.
First fun fact. More to come, folks. Next order is 3 fleeces. Mrs. Hughes, Tosca and Electra. My job is to sort the pile of the laminated cards, helpfully in alphabetical order. So, E for Electra. Oh, we're close. Amelia. There she is.
She's British, so she has a hard
Electra.
time with letters.
Have a hard time with what?
I'm just teasing.
Tosca.
Tosca's the one that bites.
Yeah, she might not be on the rue list for next year. Miss Tosca.
Yeah, right.
Good old Mrs. Hughes. L. Oh, she's hiding from me. Here she is. Mrs. Hughes. I have other items on my list of things to do. Please support the YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Find fibre for the discerning hand spinner business card. That's my job. Now I just have to get the order sheet. This is one of the orders with an extra item, Magicraft Flick Card Flicker Brush.
Already wrapped.
And these items are going to Naples, Florida.
Okay.
Okay, final piece of paper to go in the box is the actual packing slip. We have obscured your identifying details with post-it notes.
So every order gets a packing slip, and it shows you what you purchased, how many, and then if you've written me a note, that note shows up here, and then also my store information and the date that you ordered it, and then also your ship to and bill to. And I always like to put a note on here because, you know, I'm just a girl with a farm. It's not like I'm a big company, and I think about you guys as I'm packing your orders. I wonder what you're going to be doing, and you know, you're in my thoughts, and I just want to let you know that, and I just want you to know I appreciate you. So I try, if I can, to make a nice little note here, and today the notes are going to be sort of short because we have a lot.
There's just a few fleeces to deal with.
Hi Barbara, thank you for your order.
Okay, now I only see one item listed on there, but I know we just pulled cards for multiple fleeces, so why's that?
I hope you like your wall. Well, Barbara bought a flicker a few days ago, and then when the auction closed, she bought the fleeces, and we just decided to put everything together.
Aha.
I hope you like your wall. Love, Jen.
Last thing for the box. Get the tape, get the vacuum cleaner. We'll explain why shortly.
So over at that angle over there. This is kind of the worst part about recycling packaging, is having to
De-label.
And it's not recycling. I keep on saying that. Recycling is a process that has a footprint. This is reusing, which is a lot better as it relates to the impact on your environment. Okay. Alright, so I'm trying to get these fleeces in as small a box as possible because I pay the freight, and the smaller the box, the cheaper. So I need help with this one though, Hannah.
Okay.
You don't...
Why do you explain why you have a sock?
I have a sock on here because otherwise the fiber will get sucked up into the shop vac. So I just set it in here, put the sock on the fleece, hit it. And when she'll pop back up, but it doesn't have any negative impact on the fleece. There's 2 fleeces in here. They're going to Illinois, and I'm going to be using the U.S. Postal Service for this one. So that'll go in this other pile. Which there were also, so over the weekend I took some orders for just Magicraft stuff, and I packed those up.
So this was already an established
So there
pile.
was already some stuff there, yeah. And then for the U.S. Postal Service, all I have to do is put a note in my mailbox to tell the postal lady to come up and pick up the boxes, and she does it very nicely.
Have you put your note in there for today?
Yes.
Okay. How about another fun fact?
Another fun fact?
We had to move them. They got blown away. Gusty driveway, which is why she's lived working in the barn, but we thought the barn was a bit of a grubby
I'm gonna do
place.
2 fun facts.
What? I don't know if that's allowed.
All right. So I have 66 fleeces in total this year. So our harvest from 2024 was 66 fleeces. So that means I had 66 sheep that I had overwintered that gave me wool. 63 of them were ewes and 3 were rams. So that means we had 63 ewes in the barn over the winter, which is about 8 more than what I like to have. So of those 66 fleeces, I broke them down. 5 of them I'm going to be using to make into 1 ounce packets to offer at festivals for people that want to try raw Shetland wool but not buy a whole fleece. I'm going to be processing 2 of them because they didn't shear very well. 54 fleeces are going to get sold, 53 through the auction, and 1 was when I sold to a colleague. And then 5 of the fleeces went into my comb top pool. So that would have been the rams, probably English Garden, and I don't know who the other ones were. But
Explain who English Garden is.
English Garden is my very senior ewe. She's in the convalescent pen, so if you watched my video last week, she's just an old girl and probably one of our first ewes that we were using to get into finer wool. So she's a little bit on the coarse side. I didn't coat her this year because she's old and I just feel like she needs to be kind of left alone. So.
Do you remember how old she is? More than 10.
Yeah, she's more, I think 13 maybe.
Aw.
13 or 14.
Okay, Janet's fleece.
Oh, okay. She's also...
Janet, you're causing us some issues. Okay, we'll put these down. We're on round 2, selecting from the barn. We are going to find Janet and take her, but I will give you just a look. Round 2, we're filling the cart. Starting to see some open space on the shelves. The mitten tree is getting a little narrower.
Janet!
I'm going to say that again.
Here's Janet. I was looking for a darker gray.
We forgot you
That
lightened
is her.
up.
That's her, sure.
Janet's ready. Going to Massachusetts.
So the pile is growing, and we've got fleeces now that are headed to Massachusetts. This one's going to Virginia and Rochester, New York. Yay!
Off to collect round 3 from the barn.
Yeah, and these are all going postal service. So I've only got one
Still got the
set of fleeces
one
going
big
around.
box for USPS.
UPS,
The UPS.
So far, the process is going really well. So the grabbing of fleeces from the barn, doing the packing in the garage. I'd rather be doing that in the basement, but it's just not practical because lugging all the fleeces down there and then lugging everything back upstairs. We're pulling like 3 or 4 orders at a time, which I think is really working out well because otherwise I think that we would get them confused and mixed up because there's a lot of orders. There's like 20, I don't know, there's a lot of orders that we're working through. 3 pages worth of orders, so, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Really appreciate it. So now we're gonna just pull some more fleeces for another set of orders to go out.
Round 3.
Round 3. And I have 2 fun facts about the fleece auction. The first thing is there were 24 people that purchased fleeces via the auction. And there were 29 people that bid. So that means 5 people didn't get a fleece in the auction. However, there were 8 fleeces that sold after the auction closed, just as regular traditional purchases. And there's still 2 fleeces up on the website for Tatiana and Fanny that have not been claimed. So, okay, so round 3 is loaded up and I'm now going to consolidate. I got 3 fleeces over here that just earlier didn't fit on the shelf. And I'm starting to recognize now it's getting easier to pull them. I'm remembering where they are. So, with Rosine's, she roots super easy. She's the one that had the little miscarriage early on. Carrie, that's what a 1 ouncer. I'm going to do 1 ounce samples of those.
Right.
So she does not go up there. So there's one left over here. And then I get my mitten rack and my grooming table back. Bianca.
Bianca's is quite big, isn't it?
Bianca's the one that I left outside that one time when she was a lamb. And now she's just a big bruiser. All right, we're getting there.
Let's take load 3 up to the house. Next, 2 fleeces going to the same person. Blackburn and Leighton going to North Carolina.
So these fleeces are going to Cheryl, and Cheryl actually has a YouTube channel. It's called Lathan Loom, and I'm going to put a link to her YouTube channel here. So kind of cool. She's got both of the lamb fleeces from last year of the ewes that we used AI. So packing these up next. All right, so we're definitely making a dent. This is round 4. So we're getting there. And now it's time for a fun fact with our friend Hannah.
Hannah the helper. My fun fact is about the quantity of fleeces. 53 total fleeces in the auction. 38 were roo'd, hand-plucked by Jennifer Johnson. 15 fleeces were sheared or shorn by our nice man, Aaron.
That's right, great. So I did shear more fleeces than 15, but those are just the ones that were in the auction. I can't remember how many we sheared. 25.
25, I think.
All right, so now we're down to single fleeces. So this should go a little bit quicker. We just had lunch. We've decided we're a little bit burnt out. UPS has come already, so the rest of these shipments are going to be, postal service. So let me just get cracking on Rosalind's fleece.
All right, so I have the, we're having to weigh everything down. Also, it's a bit windy, so staplers, there we go. As I was saying, it's a bit windy. So, order slip, YouTube flyer, business card. Now I need to look through the data sheets. Jen is trying to find little boxes.
A small box. I can probably use this one.
There's our Rosalind. She likes to write her notes. And Rosalind's going all the way to sunny Florida.
Oh, nice.
So my next task is to pull up the order number, and then we'll be able to get the different options for shipping while she does the packing.
So when you get your fleeces, if your paperwork is a little bit wrinkly or if things aren't super clean, this is why, because we're trying to...
We're just like, go, go, go! These people need their fleeces stacked.
This one's going to be in a Hyperlight box. Okay. So this one I've already got loaded in. Because these are the boxes for the lights that we put in the barn. And they work perfect for fleeces. And I like to cover any barcodes that are printed on packages that aren't relevant to what I'm doing, so that there's no accidental scans that make things get delayed. So I cover them up with a label. All right, you need a weight?
Weight, please.
2.54 pounds. So she puts in the weights and the box size, and then the computer, the software package we use, gives her the options for shipping, and we're going to go with U.S. Postal Service. So I take a look and see what the service level is and then the cost. And because I'm paying the freight, I want to make sure it's not going to take too long, but that it doesn't cost too much to ship it. And then the print label, purchase the label, and then it prints here. So I said already, I think UPS has already been and gone, but the Postal Service has not. So we're just gonna keep cranking these out until my mail carrier gets here, and then I think we're gonna stop.
Cover the name, but the tick percent is growing.
Yeah.
We are making progress.
So let's go take a look at our shipping pile now.
Yeah.
This is encouraging. A lot of progress. Feels good. I did tell the Postal Service lady that I was going to have a lot of boxes today, so hopefully she'll have room in the truck. Alright, so this is Bianca's fleece.
No, it's Minnie's, please.
Minnie's fleece, alright, and this is the small box I'm going to be putting it in. See if we can get it to fit.
She should film from above, but it's bursting out. Cool.
It's okay. Alright, so I got my sock. Keep the wool from going into the vacuum. My helper at the ready to turn on and off. Go.
Not good.
No, yeah, we can do it.
Oh my god.
Your fingernails. We can do it. Let's squeeze it. There we go. Ha! She's in there.
Not very.
We got it. It's in there. Ooh.
It looks so bad. It's so bulgy.
Okay. Many times people use bags when they ship fleeces. I prefer to use boxes. I feel like they're less likely to bust out in shipping because there's a lot of pressure there. But again, you want to get the box to be the smallest you can to reduce the cost. Gotta go get more tape.
Okay.
All right.
It fits. It's bulging, but it fits.
I think this is our last run. There they are. What would we do without you guys?
How would we have all these fleeces?
All right, so here's the last round. It's gonna be really easy. I just have to take them all and put them in the cart. We got Salome.
Yep.
Tatiana I didn't sell, Fanny I didn't sell, and Phobia I'm still waiting to get paid. So actually it's just these ones down here. Delilah, Adelina, and that's it.
Bagfuls.
That's all we have left to ship today. There was a couple fleeces that I screwed up and I couldn't get, I didn't print them correctly, so I'm gonna redo those and we'll ship those out tomorrow, but we're almost there.
Who'd have thought it would take us one day? Normally how many days does it take? when you do it on your own?
It always takes 2 days, 2 full days by myself, yeah. But I never get this much done on the first day by myself.
How exciting.
So that's only 6 more boxes. So we're close to being done. I've got a couple shipments where the customers aren't quite ready for me to ship. So we're almost done. And a whole lot of cool states. What are they?
Virginia,
Atlanta,
Georgia.
Say Rhode Island.
I don't think we did Rhode Island, but we did send some to Florida.
Florida, Wisconsin,
New Hampshire.
and New Hampshire. So very pan-USA type of situation here with these people that like soft Shetland wool.
And each one is a reused box. We haven't had to use any new packaging.
Yeah, the only thing that's new is the tape. Everything else is being reused. And the post lady should be here shortly, so we're kind of trying to get these last couple crammed in.
Little dazed and confused.
We're done for the day. Thank you, Hannah, for your help. Thank you guys for supporting the farm. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad you were able to stop by to watch the video. I hope you can come back soon.
Time for a nice cup of tea.
Anyways, I don't care. Alright, so look at the camera, not at me when you're videoing.
Yes, miss. Okay.
And you go, let's switch sides.
Okay.
We just have to look. So go over at that angle over there.
Go.
So can you see the box?
Snatchy.
I know.
We are recording.
Okay, so I bet I didn't record this either.
Are you going to measure a box?